So my name is Ray Kung. My job title is Craft Practice and Learning Lead at Atlassian. My team is essentially an L&D function for the R&D org, which primarily encompasses engineering, design, and product management. I think the model was very valuable to myself and the team because the model itself encompasses a lot of different elements that helps um, teams operate towards a learning program with learning solutions. And what I mean by that is my uh, team and my programs are not traditional L&D folks. We have a variety of different backgrounds, program management, some instructional design, some engineering background, some event planning background. And where this model fits in very nicely is taking a lot of those different elements and putting together in a model that helps for us to work together as a team more effectively with shared language and common understanding. I think we've seen an uptick, at least a common understanding when we say different things, and frankly, adopting some of the way that the book and the model prescribes it has been a help to the team. So it's great to see, for example, we have an internal wiki called Confluence, and to see pages where different terms of the model, such as the change action or the upgrade action, and you just see it on a page, allows for just some of that common understanding. So both written and verbal, it's helped us kind of increase our understanding and help us work with each other better. The book is great. However, I think the book is written for people like me. And what I mean by that is for learning leaders or folks who have traditional L&D backgrounds who have been working in this to have an iteration of their maybe common model they used before, either ADDIE or SAM. As I mentioned, some of my team doesn't have that background. And so I imagine that if we were to just, for example, do a book club and have everyone read the book, we would have more questions and confusions than answers. So I knew that I needed Crystal and the team to help us conduct a workshop to be able to answer some of those questions that we probably wouldn't get at the book, just because the book wouldn't be written for them. I think in general, from folks who have been program managers in the past, they would say that the workshop helped them, not in some of the things that are what they call table stakes of program management, but to help their program management function when the program that they're managing has a learning outcome, and that has been helpful there. For the change managers on our team, someone who has an org development change management background, they've seen a lot of similarities with things that they do use, such as the EAST model, behavioral change, and other common change management models. So it helped them kind of bridge the gap between the cluster design model, and they see a lot of similarities. So it's easier to start bridging discussions about how do we go about some things. Yeah, I think those are the main things. And then for me, I just found what this really solved for me is to have a way to operate an organization of a learning organization that has a cross-functional discipline component. So yeah, so I think the workshop was really great because it allowed us, the workshop was designed to help us apply it into our daily work. And I think as far as I know now, at least the 3 kind of groups that worked on a cluster during the workshop will be using it to actually execute, right? So we actually got some pretty good stuff on it, and it's actionable, and they'll be using it and applying it. I would maybe ask my peers who either read the book or considering is to really ask themselves about how relevant and how impactful they they have been or they are to their organization, and how well they could service their organization with challenges and things that they see. If there is kind of an intuitive sense that we were meant for more, so to speak, and we can be involved in more things, but need maybe need to experiment on how we can go about that, I would strongly ask them to give the book a try, give the workshop a try, and see if this will help them get into those other areas that they've been itching for. As far as learning clusters are concerned, I see that we'll be working on bringing in learning clusters as a part and parcel of the way that we work and operate as a team. And executing on the learning clusters that we have right now, and just looking for when new projects start, starting to apply it to those as well. So we're on the track of trying to make this as much of the way that we work. We're at a time of great change, and I guess learning is the sister or brother to change. And so for any business leader, institutional leader who cares about their org to lead them in this time of change, you really should consider optimizing the learning component of it, because it will happen, whether or not it's just a question on whether it's optimized or not.